allows clinicians to evaluate self-concept in individuals ages 6 to 22 across 6 domains using a really simple yes or no format. The simple yes-no format is really nice because no matter what a student's reading level is, as long as they have a first grade reading level, they can really understand the questions and answer it about themselves, and it gives clinicians a nice look into the way someone views themselves. The Piers-Harris 3 can be used as a screener or on an individual basis. So a school might find it valuable to administer the Piers-Harris 3 to every student in their school or in a specific grade and so on. And that way they can see if any individuals are experiencing elevations in one of the 6 domains or the global scale, and they can decide whether or not to follow up with them with a deeper evaluation. Or if a student comes to a clinician or a school psychologist, if they're referred by somebody else, it can be part of a larger assessment battery. Say, a face valid measure for a certain condition isn't really getting at what the child is struggling with or what the adolescent is struggling with. The Piers-Harris 3 gives us a more comprehensive view of self-concept for that person. Schools are changing every year, and technology is changing every year, if that oftentimes much faster than every year. And the Piers-Harris 3, what's great about it is that it's a stable construct. What that means is, even as the world around our children and our adolescents and our youth changes, self-concept basically remains the same. In other words, the same areas of self-concept we believe will persist over time. So even as new technologies come out, or students are struggling with higher prevalence of bullying and things like that, as we hear in the news so often, self-concept is something that is going to be important to people over time, right? And so the Piers-Harris 3 allows us a quick way to assess how a person's self-concept is today, how it changes over time in the face of the world changing around them. When we learn about an individual's self-concept, we're able to see how they view themselves. We're able to get that understanding. Do they view themselves positively or negatively? Or perhaps they view themselves positively in certain domains, but negatively in others. And it gives us a more targeted way to plan our interventions. So if someone is struggling with social acceptance, but they feel like they're doing really well on the intellectual and school status side of things, we would only focus on perhaps the social aspects of their life, help them build more relationships, work on their social reciprocity and other social skills. So it really helps us target our interventions where our students need it the most.